Hello everyone. Today I have what I think is my best creation. It is the world's smallest flush with the floor hidden staircase. Let me get my F1. There we go. I was the first to make this size 5 tall by 4 long by 3 wide. Um, as far as people know on the Cube Hamster server, and I made this dimension back in 1.3, I want to say, maybe 1. Yeah, 1.3, and that design uh it worked perfectly fine at 1.3. Then 1.4 um made it all weird. I mean, it still worked, but it was weird because like it would work in one chunk, and then it wasn't even had to do with the chunk boards. Like it would work in this chunk, and then like the chunk over here wouldn't work, and then this chunk over here would work. It's just odd. It's like every other chunk time set day, and yeah. So I didn't do a tutorial on that one, and then this one is in 1.5, as you can see right there. Um, and it works in all chunks, thank goodness. But this particular design has one quirk about it. It is direction dependent. So if you want to make this, make sure you're building it so that the staircase goes down in the F0 direction or in the F2 direction, or north or south, whatever. And east west, this piston over here kind of derps. As I found out the hard way when I was recording the last time. It was kind of awkward. So, yeah. Fairly quick. Not the quickest. I mean, my friend's friend made a design in 1.4 that it was even less stable than mine. It worked in every other chunk, but it was really quick. But that design is broken, so haha. I think I'm the first one to fix it for this 1.5 version, aka the Redstone update. So let's just get started. You're gonna want to build up a couple blocks. I just built up 4 for whatever reason. Place your 2 pistons on top of that. This is your double extender. I like to build it so that the top part is on the left and then the bottom part's on the right, but you can build it however you want. You might just have to flip-flop it or something. Place the piston there. And remember, like I said earlier, it needs to be in either the F0 direction or the F2 direction, aka north/south. Um, so place that top piston over there, and then you want to go out 2 blocks like that, and then place your pistons like that, so you have sort of like a jeb piston sort of thing. And if I repeat anything I said earlier, I am recording this tutorial part after this because I was interrupted. So yeah, and don't really have a good memory. Um, place next to the sticky piston on the bottom, you place your little lever, and then torch, block, torch, and you want to place a block on top of that. Now what this will do is it'll extend these 2 pistons, and it'll also do that, but don't worry about that at the moment. That'll be fixed later. So let me just show you that again. It'll extend these 2 pistons that one torch will, and then now we're just gonna have this bottom piston extend a little bit longer, so it'll because this when even though they're receiving power at the same time. Here, let me just give you a demonstration of what I'm talking about. They're receiving power at the same time, but the bottom one retracts as well when you like that. It's a glitch. It's not supposed to happen. And what we do want is this to remain extended a little bit longer, so this top one has time to retract the block over there. So it's just a really weird glitch. I don't know what causes it. Maybe some, I don't know, Jeb Fixer game or Dinnerbone, because Dinnerbone handles the redstone stuff. Now, right now, this piston is extending. It's pushing that block up, and we don't want that. So we need these pistons to activate. So place a torch over there, and don't worry if that activates. Won't do anything. You want to place a block on top of that, dust on top of that, block next to that, dust on top of that. So it aims into these. So you have a torch going into like that, and then times that day. I just did that like 5 seconds ago. That is not a number. Thank you. So now it'll extend, and they'll both extend up. But see, it didn't retract it because a piston cannot pull back a extended piston. Come on! Like, why can't I do this in peace? I should really set up command blocks on a loop or something. So this will not retract no matter how much times you do it. No, doesn't retract at all. And then, so we need this to extend a little bit longer, so this is where the pulse extender comes in from the block that's powering the top piston and what was powering that piston over there, and we didn't want that. Is oh, what was I saying? Basically, you find this piston, you find a block, and then you place the repeater on 4. That's what I'm saying. And then next to this torch, you're going to want to place a block. So you have this L-shaped, backwards L-shaped thing that has a dip in the corner. Then you just place dust on all of those. So now it'll extend, and then it'll retract that piston as well. See, like that. Now all we need to do is power this piston and the double extender. So to power this piston, just like that, you're butting the piston over here to activate that piston, the bottom piston. Here, let me show you. And then you're also butting that piston with that block. Now the reason why these activate is why they insta-bud basically is because pistons next to other pistons, whether they're retracting or extending, they bud pistons. That's what I'm trying to say. And so it'll automatically do that. And if you're to place a lamp here anyways, it doesn't work because 1.5 completely nerfed buds. So yeah, before I rant too much, let's continue. Yeah. So place a repeater on top of the block that your lever is on. Place your piston there, a block on top of that. Now next to this on torch, you place a repeater on 2. So what's happening now is it'll extend, and then retracting circuit. You saw it was a little pulse. Now the reason why this is happening is 4 ticks after everything has happened and turned off, this piston will retract, but this repeater over here is still on if you look. Yep, I'll slow that down. Okay, so weird slow motion noise, I know. So that'll retract, and that is still on, so it'll send a short little pulse before this turns off 2 ticks later, and that'll send a 1 tick pulse.